What's going on, everyone? I cannot believe what I'm about to tell you right now, but the impossible has actually happened. After months of silence and speculation, we finally have the news that nobody saw coming. Anime Defenders is officially making its grand return with something called Anime Defenders X. And trust me when I say this is going to completely change everything we thought we knew about this legendary tower defense game. Now, before we dive deep into all the insane details they've revealed, let me just say that this announcement has me absolutely buzzing with excitement. For those of you who've been following my content for a while, you know exactly how much this game means to me personally. This was the title that really launched my journey into covering tower defense games, and seeing it come back stronger than ever is honestly giving me chills right now. But here's where things get really interesting. This isn't just going to be some simple update or patch to the existing game. Oh no, they're going way bigger than that. Anime Defenders X is being designed as a completely fresh experience from the ground up. What does that mean exactly? Well, buckle up because we're about to break down every single detail they've shared, and some of these changes are going to blow your mind. First up, and this is probably the most shocking revelation of all, they're implementing a complete data wipe for the new version. That's right. Every single unit you've collected, every piece of progress you've made, all those hours of grinding are essentially getting reset to zero. Now I know what you're thinking, and yes, this sounds terrifying at first, but hear me out on why this might actually be the best thing that could happen to the game. The current version of Anime Defenders has been plagued with some serious issues for quite some time now. The economy is completely broken. Trading has become a nightmare. And frankly, the game has been struggling to keep up with all the modern features that newer tower defense titles have been introducing. By starting fresh, the developers are giving themselves the opportunity to fix all these fundamental problems that have been holding the game back. Speaking of fixes, they're making some absolutely massive changes to the summoning system that honestly have me more excited than anything else. Remember that infamous wish fountain that's been the source of so much frustration? Well, they're completely removing it from Anime Defenders X. Instead, all those exclusive units are getting moved directly into the ancient banner system. This is huge, because it means no more of that ridiculous waiting game we've all been dealing with. But wait, there's more. They're also eliminating the entire Athenix realm, which was basically the second world area. All those units and game modes are getting integrated directly into the main world experience. This streamlining approach tells me they're really focused on creating a more cohesive and polished gameplay experience rather than having content scattered across different areas. Now here's something that's going to make a lot of players very happy. The trading system, which has honestly been one of the biggest sources of frustration in the original game, is getting a complete overhaul. They're limiting trading to secret units only, which means no more item trading chaos. Plus, and this is critical, all traits are getting reset and removed from the trading equation entirely. This should help create a much more balanced and fair economy from day one. The developers have also promised some serious rebalancing across the board. We're talking about complete overhauls of game modes, portal systems, and banner mechanics. They're even making Elemental Mode a default feature within the story mode, which suggests they want to make the core gameplay experience much more engaging and varied right from the start. But perhaps the most exciting news for longtime fans is that they're bringing back every single limited unit that was previously unavailable. all those characters you missed out on during special events or limited time banners are getting added to the ancient banner pool. This means everyone gets a fair shot at obtaining these rare units without having to worry about missing out due to timing. And if that wasn't enough to get you hyped, they've confirmed that the top 10 most requested character redesigns are happening. We're talking about visual overhauls for the most popular units in the game, which could completely transform how these characters look and feel during gameplay. The best part about all of this? If you're attached to the current version of Anime Defenders, you don't have to worry about losing access to it. The original game will remain available for anyone who wants to continue playing it, while Anime Defenders X launches as its own separate experience. Now let's talk about Game Passes, because this is where things get really interesting for existing players. If you've invested real money into Game Passes for the original Anime Defenders, you're not losing that investment. The developers have confirmed that all your Game Passes will transfer directly over to Anime Defenders X. This is honestly such a relief, because nobody wants to feel like their previous purchases were wasted when a new version launches. But here's what really has me excited about the future of this game. The release timeline they've shared suggests we won't be waiting forever to get our hands on this. They're targeting less than a month for the launch, which is incredibly fast for what they're calling a republish. The reason they can move this quickly is because they're building on the existing foundation while implementing all these major improvements and fixes. What really stands out to me is their approach to the banner system in the new version. Instead of having multiple confusing banner types scattered throughout the game, they're consolidating everything into standard and ancient banners that will be absolutely packed with content from day one. This includes all those limited units I mentioned earlier, which means the summoning experience should feel much more rewarding right from the start. The timing of this announcement couldn't be better, honestly. The tower defense genre has exploded with so many incredible games recently, and each one has been pushing the boundaries of what these games can offer. Quality of life features that we now consider standard weren't even thought of when the original Anime Defenders first launched. Things like auto upgrade systems, detailed ability descriptions, proper passive indicators, and intuitive user interfaces have become expectations rather than luxuries. This is where Anime Defenders X has the potential to really shine. By starting fresh, they have the opportunity to implement all these modern features that players have come to expect. No more wondering what your units actually do, because their abilities aren't properly explained. No more confusing passive systems where some units have them and others don't. They can build everything with current standards in mind. The economic reset is probably going to be the most controversial aspect of this whole announcement, but I genuinely think it's necessary for the long-term health of the game. When you have an economy that's been running for years with various exploits, broken trading systems, and inflated values, sometimes the only real solution is to hit the reset button and start over with better systems in place. So there you have it, everyone. Anime Defenders X is officially happening, and it's going to be absolutely incredible. With the complete overhaul of the trading system, the return of every limited unit, character redesigns, and a fresh start for everyone, this could be exactly what the tower defense community has been waiting for. Make sure you're subscribed, because I'll be covering every single update as we get closer to launch. What are you most excited about with Anime Defenders X? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next video, and have a nice day.